Hi, today is March 5th, 2025, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 352 for the year, Fun with Boats. The long and thin boat said, "Hey, little guy," and the short, squat boat said, "Don't say it." And the long boat was like, "I gotta say, I really like this tug job you're giving me. You are very skilled." The tugboat said, "Hey, fuck you, you psycho. I'm helping you out here." And the long boat said, "You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know why I do this every fucking time. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me." And the tugboat said, "It's okay. I know deep down you can't help yourself." The tugboat tugged the long boat in silence for a while. Then the long boat said with great urgency, "Look out!" The tugboat was like, "What's wrong?" And the long boat was like, "I'm about to shoot my load." And the tugboat said, "You really ought to seek professional help." Poem number 353, Boat Therapist. The boat was like, "I really hope you can help me, doctor." And the therapist said, "I'm a therapist, not a doctor. What seems to be the trouble?" "I sabotage every relationship I'm in," the boat said, "because of my sick sense of humor. It's almost like I have Tourette's or something. If I think of a joke, no matter how depraved or perverse, no matter where I am or who's with me, I have to say it. Like, I can't not say it. Like the other day, I was getting tugged down the East River by a really nice tugboat, and he was doing me a really big favor because I was on a tight deadline. I really had to get to the dock, but I couldn't help myself. I kept saying stupid shit like, 'Why don't you give my balls a tug?' or 'Just like that, that's perfect,' or 'Could you speed it up a little? I'm almost there.' The tugboat threatened to disengage and just leave me floating there with my dick in my hand, but I couldn't stop making tugboat jokes." The boat therapist couldn't help but smile and barely suppressed a few giggles while listening to the boat's story. The boat therapist wasn't actually a paragon of mental health either, but the therapist was looking forward to working with this new client. Poem number 354, Restoration. 800,000 years ago, humanity experienced a mass extinction event. 98.7% of people died. Only 1,280 survived. My first thought upon learning this was, what if that happened today? Or better than that, what if someone made a movie about that happening today? The film could tell an epic story of how many decades or centuries it would take to restore the technology on which we rely. How much of it would we restore? How much would we abandon? How much could we never figure out again? The movie could be called Restoration. I would watch that shit. Hell, if it were just a book and not a movie, I would read that shit. Actually, somebody probably already wrote that book, and I haven't read it, so I'm a fucking liar. Poem number 355, Paradise. It occurs to me that the new show on Hulu called Paradise may have a similar premise to my restoration idea. Maybe I will watch that shit. It's got Sterling K. Brown in it, and unlike some people I know, I'm not allergic to Sterling K. Brown, so yeah, maybe I will watch that shit. It's a Dan Fogelman show. He made This Is Us, and I watched that shit. Paradise sounds more up my alley than This Is Us. And if I watched This Is Us, why the fuck wouldn't I watch Paradise? I can't think of a reason, so maybe it's not a maybe. Maybe it's a probably. Maybe I will probably watch that shit. And last poem of the day, poem number 356, The Other Side. Just as I made it to the shore, the river took the raft, and now here I am alone. Everything I knew and loved was on the other side of the river. I feel fucked, but I'm looking forward to the adventure. Will you meet me on this side of the river? Or will you remain on the other side wondering where the fuck I am? I wouldn't say I yearn for you with the desperation of a drowning man. I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying the solitude. I wouldn't say I'm lost. But if ever I were to see you again, I would find myself in you and lose myself in you, and I would stop looking to the other side. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.